Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my announcement series. I am Soph, and we are taking a look at patch version 31.1, some of the changes as well as the new hero, Lieutenant Bellica. So, boy, do I have an issue with the name Bellica. Just to summarize my issue, as a teacher, I've heard of a lot of names. And, I mean, not that, like, Bellica's, like, if somebody had the name Bellica, that's fine, but for, like, an imaginary hero that is so close to Belisha, I'm sorry. So, I just have a name, so I'm gonna, yeah, anyways. So, in version 31.1, we have a new hero. We have some emotes that heroes can do. It's actually quite cool, and, jungle adjustments, which is actually I'm actually really quite interested in. There's also there's also some other changes as well that we will get to. So yes, here are the emotes. We'll watch this very quickly here. We have Gideon doing the hula hoop. That is so cool. Definitely a tease. I would love to do to the enemy team. We have Kalari being just awesome. Twin Blast being, hey, I got my guns. Greystone being badass, very nice. And Murdoch, I love this. Hey, what's up? just chilling. I was like, man, whatever. Hey, that's cool. I very much like them. Gideon, you know, I don't know, if you know, right in the early game, you're being silly, you know, it's just kind of monotonous there in the early game. You can just do that and have some fun, you know, the enemy's pushing your lane, and you just have some fun. And yeah, so some other good changes there. I like, the Kalari one's really good. I like that really strong taunt there. So the new hero, I'm going to have a, video for her coming up very, very soon. That was my first time, but we can certainly go through her now. So she is a burst caster, energy damage with the affinities of order and intellect, who specializes in zoning enemy heroes and actually mana control. She's the only hero so far that actually deals with controlling mana of the enemy team. Her Void Bomb ability allows her to burst damage in an area after a short delay and restores mana for each enemy hit. Also works on minions, as they show in her video showcase. So she actually can restore a lot of mana when in lane. So that's actually a really cool part that I'm excited to explore with her. Her Seismic Assault provides her a line skill shot that deals damage and knocks up enemies. Very powerful. You can use that to keep enemies in your AoE abilities. Right, just to get a little bit more value out of them. She can control a large area with a Void Drone, which drains mana per second from enemy heroes standing in the area of effect, as well as zapping them for damage when they cast an ability. And the video showcase, it is a pretty big area, at least it looks like a really big area, and they don't show the enemies hitting it, like this. It doesn't show that whether it's targetable or not. We'll have to see. Belisha's ultimate, Neural Disruptor, allows her to capitalize on a low enemy mana by dealing a damage nuke based on their missing mana to finish the fight. She just pulls out her pistol and just completely just destroys people based on their mana that they're missing. I'm interested to know if it's like, if it scales like this, or sorry, for your perspective, like this, right? So like, it's like exponential. So like if they're only missing 10, if they're only missing, you know, 10 mana, they take 10 damage. But if they're missing 50 mana instead of 50 damage, they take like 100. And then like 100 mana missing, they take like 500, right? Like if it's exponential or not. Because then that would really kind of incent. Anyways, we'll have to see how that works exactly. If it's 1-to-1 damage or if that upgrades, we'll have to see. So, they're continuing to work on bringing match length down, and these jungle adjustments are geared toward that goal. Black Buff and Orb Prime respawn at quicker intervals and orb prime is dropped in health. Additional changes have been made to minion interaction with structures and siege minion spawn rates. This I'm very excited about. So the new skin for Lieutenant Belisha, I'm going to call her that, and you can hate me for it. That is okay. I can't live with myself calling her Lieutenant Bellica. Sorry. Lieutenant, because I'm in the Canadian military, and Belisha, it's just such a nicer name. Sorry. A Polar Strike skin, really cool. Reminds me of Nova from StarCraft. Very cool skin. Probably a skin I would go with her, depending on her Challenger skin. How awesome her Challenger skin looks. I don't think it would change her hair color, and I think being a blonde, I think this looks really cool. So emotes are now for sale. We saw all of those. And the changes to Agora. So, pretty big. Hopefully they make a big impact. Respawn time for the black buff has been reduced from 6 to 4 minutes. So you can get that buff at 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Now, what this actually does... Now, try to follow me here. You can get 2 white caps with good amount of time to get that first harvester. Now what you can also do is, if you can swing it, you can get an actual 3-point key. Excuse me. You can actually get a 3-point key if you can swing it. And then go straight from your harvester to get that black buff at 4 minutes. And, you know, by the time probably, I don't know, it'll probably take a while, probably 6 minutes. You definitely will need help, I would imagine, at the beginning there. You can actually get that second harvester, go back, you'll certainly have 3 card power, maybe even probably 6. Get your first cards, or even don't even go back and actually push a lane with black buff. Like, it's gonna maybe open up some time for some early game kind of rotation there by the junglers. Just interesting. Reduce the black buff respawn time from 6 to 4 minutes. That's going to be huge. So, I mean, every 12 minutes, we'll have 3 times as much black buff as before. Or, yeah. Whereas before we had 2 times in 12 minutes, we'll now have 3 times. Like, that's going to be big. That's going to be bigger than I think people will realize. Reduced the prime respawn time from 8 to 6 minutes. I can't imagine any reason why you go for Prime Guardian at 6 minutes, but hey. Reduce Prime health from 17,000 to 13,600. People are worried that this is going to be kind of in the, you know, now it's almost going to be like not worth it for the team to get it. Or sorry, not worth it for the whole team to be there to kill it. Now it's going to be like, oh, Chimera, you just get it because you can actually kill it quite quickly and you'll just get it and blah, blah. Some people are worried that this kind of breaks it. We'll see. Lowered siege minion targeting priority on towers and inhibitors. Because of the grammar and the way they said this, I don't know exactly what they mean. Lowered siege minion targeting priority on towers and inhibitors. Did they lower the targeting on the siege minions from damaging towers and inhibitors, or do the towers and inhibitors have a lower targeting priority on siege minions? You see how that means 2 different things? I don't know. Lowered siege minion targeting priority on towers and inhibitors. I think that it means that the targeting priority on siege minions have been lowered on the towers and inhibitors. So the towers and inhibitors won't like instantaneously target the siege minion, take them out, and nothing happens in the wave. Like, they barely get any damage on the tower. I think that means that the towers and inhibitors will just pick, you know, lane minions. I don't know. They don't publish the exact priority, but hopefully this means that siege minions aren't targeted before the other minions in the wave. It'll target minions that are actually attacking the tower, and then yeah. So just interesting. I like that. Hopefully that is what it means, and hopefully it doesn't mean that siege minions will just not target the tower. I don't think that's what that means. So that's good to see, meaning that siege minions will stay in the tower, damaging it for longer. That's good. Reduce the timing of siege minions spawning to go ahead with this. So siege minions now spawn every other wave starting at 10 minutes, then spawned every wave at 20 minutes. If they want to make a 30-minute game, I think that this really makes sense. I think that in the first 10 minutes, without those siege minions, you really can only just tickle the towers. Unless you do an outstanding job, you know, getting 2 of the enemy down, you know, a 2v2 in the right lane, and one team totally wipes them, and then the jungler comes in to make it a 3-on-0. I think that's pretty much the only situation that you'll be able to get a tower sub 10 minutes. Now, after 10 minutes, I like that every other wave, you'll actually have, hopefully, with this, you know, targeting stuff, actually be able to get a significant amount of damage off in the 10 to 20 minute part of the match. After that, hopefully, if you can just get a full minion wave inside of a tower, after the 20-minute mark, I would hope that any hero would be able to quite easily take out a tower. I hope so. Because remember that there's still there's 9 towers. There's, like, including the inhibitors, on the map. Like, 9 of them, right? So even if you destroy 4, I mean, that's still 5, you know, even if you destroy 4, you know, and at the 20-minute mark, that's still 5 towers you have to get down in the next 10 minutes to make it a 30-minute match. So hopefully with the targeting priority and the siege minions, you know, coming at 10 minutes every other wave, hopefully this means that people will actually be able to take down the damn towers. Some card stuff, that skin, and that is it. Hopefully you guys found this useful. Let me know, please, down in the comments, what you think. I think this is kind of freaking people out a lot. I mean, I'm just going to go. Oh, respawn time. Sorry. Respawn. Woo! Okay. Yeah, the respawn time from 8 to 6 minutes. I like that. I like that. It did seem like the Orb Prime happened a little bit. It was just really slow to respawn. So I like that just because we can try to get these games shorter. So I like that. Let me know what you guys think about this stuff especially. And of course, the new hero, but there'll be a video about that later. So there you guys have it. Hopefully you found this video useful. Please like the video if you like it, dislike if you dislike it, share it with the community. Of course, subscribe if you found this useful or simply enjoyed it. Please subscribe so I can do it for you again in the future. Until next time, like always, stay optimistic and positive.